Good morning, class. So, today we are going to continue the chapter, the sound of the music. So, in the previous video, we had an idea about Elvin, how did she grew up, and how did she excel into her music, how did the author interview her. So, we had completed 6 paragraph of the chapter. I hope you have read it. Now, we'll start the explanation from the 7th para. Now, as for music, she explains, it pours in through every part of my body. It tingles in the skin, in my cheekbones, and even in my hair. When she plays the xylophone, she can sense the sound passing up the sticks into her fingerprints. By leaning against the drums, she can feel the resonance flowing into her body. On a wooden platform, she removes her shoes so that the vibration passes through her bare feet and up her legs. Now, here Evelyn explains that how does she identifies music. It creates sensation in her skin, in her cheekbones, and even in her hair. So every part of Evelyn's body responds to music. When she plays the xylophone, she uses sticks and she can sense the vibration of the sound produced by the xylophone pass through the sticks up into her fingerprints. So, using her fingerprints, she is able to play the xylophone. Now, your resonance here means the echoes of the sound. Now, when Elvin plays a drum, she leans towards the drum and she can feel the echo flowing into her body. Now, these are the different ways how she had learned and how she is playing the different instrument, the tricks or the tactics which she uses to feel the vibration. Now, whenever Evelyn performs, she performs on a wooden platform. This is a very important point to be noted. She always performs on a wooden platform and she removes her shoes so that she can feel the vibration of the musical instrument pass through the floor into her feet, up her legs. This is how she can feel the sound of the musical instruments. Not surprisingly, Evelyn delights her audience. In 1991, she was presented with the Royal Philharmonic Society's prestigious Socialist of the Year award. She says master percussionist James Blades, God may have taken her hearing, but he has given her back something extraordinary. What we hear, she feels far more deeply than anyone of us. That is why she expresses music so beautifully. Now, if you see this paragraph, not so surprisingly, Evelyn delights her audience. In 1991, she was presented with the Royal Philharmonic Society prestigious. Okay, now Evelyn is a delight to hear. She gives very good solo performances. In the year 1991, she was presented with this award, Royal Philharmonic Society prestigious Socialist of the Year award for performing solo. Now, this is a very, very prestigious award one could get in the music industry. Here, now James Blade is a master percussionist, and his words were ones that we read before we started reading the chapter, if you could recollect. According to James, God took away Evelyn's hearing ability, but in return, he gave her a strong power of sensing sound which enabled her to become a great musician. Let me get back and show you the line. See, can you see the very first line? It is by James Blade, a very famous percussionist. He has stated this line for Evelyn. Now, Evelyn confesses that she is something of a work alcoholic. I've just got to work, often harder than classical musicians, but the rewards are enormous. Apart from the regular concerts, Evelyn also gives free concerts in prison and hospitals. She also gives high priority to classes for the young musicians. Anne Richlin of the Beethoven Fund of the Deaf Children says, she is a shining inspiration for deaf children. They see that there is nowhere that they cannot go. Evelyn has already accomplished more than most people twice of her age can do. She has brought percussion to the front of the orchestra and demonstrated that it can be very moving. She has given inspiration to those who are handicapped, people who look to her and say, if she can do it, I can. And not the least, she has given enormous pleasure to millions of people. Now, Evelyn is a very hardworking, she does not stop working. Now, to be at par with those people who can hear, who are classical musicians, Evelyn works very hard comparing to them. Evelyn says that the rewards she gets for her hard work are huge and very big. Evelyn does not charity also. Sorry, Evelyn also does charity. She gives free concerts in hospitals and prisons. She also takes classes for young musicians, for those children who want to learn music. Evelyn is an inspiration for all. She is an idol, and Anne Richlin, who belongs to the Beethoven Fund of Deaf Children, says for Evelyn that she is an inspiration for those children who cannot hear. And when they get to know Evelyn's story, they feel that they can accomplish everything and can fulfill at their dreams. Now, Evelyn Glenn has achieved so much in life that those people who are double of her age have also not achieved those many things as Evelyn have done. That much popularity and those many awards as Evelyn has come through. Now, orchestra is a group of people who are playing different musical instruments, and generally the percussion instrument like the drums and xylophones are played at the back end of the orchestra, or they are played at the side. But as Evelyn performs solo, she gives special performances with this percussion instrument, and the percussion instrument have come in front of the orchestra. You can see such a remarkable change she has brought into the field of musical industry. Evelyn's story is an inspiration to those people who are physically disabled. They feel that if Evelyn can achieve her dreams, even they can. And Evelyn has given a lot of pleasure to her audience by playing such good music. Now, you could see, children, if Evelyn, being deaf, could go to such a great extent and achieve so much in life, then why can't you? We people are blessed with all the amenities. We people are blessed with all the priceless amenities, priceless gift. We have the ability to hear. We have the ability to see, sense everything, but we don't value it. We truly don't value the amenities that God has gifted us. If you truly want to achieve something in your life, there's only one thing can take you to the success, and that is hard work. Consistent, determined hard work can lead you to success. There are no shortcuts for anything, whether it's the smallest one. Nothing can lead you without hard work. If you're very much focused, if you're consistent, you're hardworking, nothing is impossible for you.